I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know how to really start this video because, ladies and gentlemen, I just finished watching The Walking Dead Dead City Season 2, Episode 8, and I have a mixed bag of feelings, emotions, whatever you want to call them. I don't really know how to feel about this episode because, like, was it the finale of the show? Was it a mid-season finale? Was it just another episode of Dead City where Maggie has a problem with Negan and then succumbs to him because she's like fucking in love with him or something? Like, nothing like really happened here. And there's so many things left on the table, but also, I have no idea where they can now go with it, and that's not a good thing. That's not one of those things like, oh my god, the world is like, it's limitless what they could do. It's more like, you left things open, but you closed things, and now, are you going in a love direction with Maggie and Negan? Because, like, I don't know how to describe exactly how I feel. For just a summary, this episode was a fucking nothing burger. This episode, which was the finale, was really just the pent build up between Bruegel and Negan, and the little fight that happens there. Negan gets the upper hand and kills him, then almost kills the Marshal, whose name I always forget, but almost kills the Marshal too. But then Maggie comes in, stabs him after promising to Herschel that she would finally kill Negan after the Dama came back, just to be like, you have to kill Negan. And then after she stabs him, he runs away, finds Ginny dead, and then Maggie just has another moment of like, wait, no, I can't kill Negan. Like, bro, like, okay, I'm gonna be real. I don't want Negan to die. As you guys know, Negan is my favorite character in The Walking Dead. Like, he's my favorite villain for sure, but his story has been great. But honestly, like, you should have just killed him. Like, what else are they gonna fucking do? Like, and then at that, just end the show. Like, this story absolutely sucks. It really genuinely does. I don't know what else they could do. I don't know what they're going for. I don't know why they keep playing this cat and mouse game. And then at the end, they gave like this montage of fan service, which were all the most lovey-dovey shots that they could have picked, that the showrunners could have picked to show Maggie and Negan and their relationship. Even when they were fighting, they had these like moments, and they made sure to highlight those moments. They also made sure to do these weird things, like when Negan gets stabbed, it's like, if you close your eyes, that sounds like something you would find on the hub and not on Dead City. Very weird. I'm not saying that that's a big detail. It's a small detail, but like, it kind of goes a long way, because there's that moment where they're very intimate like that. And then afterwards, when she hands him the knife, it was like intimate as well. Then at the very end, with the montage of everything that happened, it's all like these like almost like pent up sexual rage gazes. Like, they're looking at each other like they want to fuck. I don't know if they're doing this on purpose, and I know maybe this isn't what you're here to, you're not here for me to like speculate on something like that, but I don't know how else to read what I just saw. Like, yeah, they didn't kiss or anything like that, but it's almost like they're trying to force us down this road of thinking that they're gonna like end up together, because then that whole speech is like, we're gonna do it together. Yeah, but what about Herschel? Like, I don't understand it, because at the end, Herschel's back with the Dama, which also, by the way, is so stupid. She comes back from the dead. I'm glad they at least explained that the Dama used a female walker inverter. Okay, fine. Fine. I mean, it's still outlandish. It's still cartoon villain-esque. It's not enjoyable, and it's really dumb and tacky, and I hate it, and all the words. But honestly, in the end of the day, like, this left so much on the table. The Dama's still around, but like, what? I feel like her arc is done now. Like, what is she gonna do? There's a whole army of New Babylon in to take over the methane. So what's the Dama? She's one person who doesn't have an army anymore. What's she gonna do? Also, the Croat. What is he gonna do? What, do you think they're gonna start an army again? It just didn't make any sense. Look, the only cool thing I found of this episode was the way the Bruegel died. Like, not that it was cool, because it also felt like stupid, because in the same vein, we had Negan doing his eeny, meeny, miny, moe speech again, which I think is absolutely tasteless. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't think it's good. It's not like, oh, he did the thing. It's like, okay, like, do you have anything else that you could write? Can you write anything actually good? I really don't think these writers are capable of doing that, and it shows, because, like, okay, we're supposed to feel something for Ginny. Like, we're supposed to feel bad. I don't know about you. I didn't give a shit. Yeah, like, okay, we got a little bit of range from Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Okay, we finally got something there because the paper that they're reading doesn't have anything. But still, it's like, I didn't feel anything for that moment. And then in that moment, when Negan and Maggie decide to, like, go off together and do their own thing, it's like, I don't feel anything here other than weirded out. Like, I don't understand this. Just honestly, just end the show. Like, what are you going to tell now? Are we going to get a love story season now of Maggie and Negan? Because I'm not watching that. Like, I genuinely don't know. And again, I know they didn't outright do anything like lovey or whatever. It's just the way they're positioning this is like weird. I don't know. I don't know. I can't get any more raw than this. I just clicked off on the episode. And these are my honest thoughts. Yeah, the Bruegel scene was kind of cool, but the eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing was so out of touch and just stupid. And then the whole episode's Maggie's decisions, like, that's what the whole Dead City has been about. Like, we need some sort of resolution. And honestly, the most resolution you could have got is if Maggie actually killed Negan in that scene. Not that I want Negan to die, because, again, I don't. It's just like, what else are you gonna do? Like, I don't know. I just think, honestly, the way this went off and the way this ended, what else are they going to tell? Okay, New Babylon's going to come and get the methane. Maggie and Negan are going to go where? Like, this leaves no story to tell. And honestly, this leaves no story that I'd be interested in watching. Yeah, it leaves the Herschel with the Dama, but to do what? Fuck each other? They don't have anyone. They don't have anything. He's just going to go off with his new Dami Mommy. Like, I don't understand this. It doesn't make any sense. It genuinely doesn't. Where's she going to go? Where's the Croat going to go? What are they going to do? They're going to form an alliance? I already said this, but with who? Like, there's a fucking army of, like, what looked like thousands of people there getting methane. So what are they gonna do? Bruegel's dead. All that group is, like, gone and incinerated. Everyone's on Negan's side. This doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know. Am I overreacting? Let me know in the comments. Genuinely don't know. And by the way, if you like this video, be sure to get subscribed, because honestly, I looked at my metrics the other day and it's like 92% lifetime viewers are not subscribed to the channel. That's crazy. That's insane. So it's free. You can just click the subscribe button and it would go a long way and I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, look, I don't know. And I don't know why I just went off on that random tangent, but just let me know if I'm going crazy, because I genuinely, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it, because there were moments that I kind of enjoyed what they were doing, and then other moments where I was like, why are they doing this? And then other moments, most of the moments are, where can they possibly go from here? Because I'm not interested. I'm not interested. There is a million ways that they could tell a story in New York City with those two characters, and this is not one of them. It's just boring cat and mouse shit that I don't think any of us are signed up for. And all I'm seeing now on Twitter is the weirdest Walking Dead fans, no offense if you're one of them, but the weirdest Walking Dead fans ever, who literally are shipping Maggie and Negan so hard. And it literally makes me cringe so bad. It makes me want to curl up in a ball and die. I'm not kidding. It's so cringy. But it seems like the writers are, like, feeding into these people. Why? Why do you want to see this? Why do you want to see that relationship? Sure, okay, I understand for some people, maybe they think the show is so stupid that it would be kind of funny to watch. It would be entertaining, and honestly, you'd get some pretty funny reactions out of me because I'd get really animated and all that shit. But also in the same vein, like, why? Why? That betrays Maggie's character, who we followed for what, like 20 years on screen? I don't understand it. I won't ever understand it. It's a shame. It really is a shame. I don't know what else to say about it. I don't know where they could go, like I said. And, yeah, this season definitely kind of dropped the ball for me entirely with Dead City. I don't have any interest in watching it anymore, and that sucks, because Negan, I should say, is my favorite character in The Walking Dead, but yet again, they ruined someone, just like how they ruined Morgan Jones, who was my second favorite character in The Walking Dead. It's just they keep doing this with these stupid fucking spin-offs. Just end the fucking franchise. That's the way I genuinely feel. If they're going to be like this all the time, stop and then think of something really good and put it out when you're ready. Because this is bullshit. This is not enjoyable. It's exhausting. This was stupid. And that's how I feel about it. But also in the same vein, yeah, I was entertained watching it a little bit. But just all in all, this is like starting to become a fucking sci-fi show. Like when I say sci-fi, I mean like the Sci-Fi Channel, like those really stupid, low budget, boring shows. I don't know where I'm even going with that, but if you're picking up what I'm putting down, Common a Dolphin, the illustrious dolphin that we always talk about. But yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm glad the show is done now for at least probably another 3 years. And I hope that if they're going to renew it, I hope they come up with something better. But I don't think the show deserves to be renewed. I just don't. Just get rid of it. It's stupid. It really is. I just want a reunion, or I want the comic book adaptation that's in cartoon form like Invincible. And I'll call it a day there. That's it. So that's how I feel about it. I will be back for a series review, but you could already tell where that's going to go. So yeah, with all that out of the way, be sure to comment down below your feelings on it. And until the next video, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.